I've always been a fan of Cuphead since I was a little lad. I actually watched a lot of those videos called Ask the Cuphead Brothers Anything. I'll put one up if I can find it. I really liked them a lot, so I always had a soft spot in my heart for the Cuphead Brothers. So when I heard about an outcome memory styled game about Cuphead, I knew I had to make a video on this. So I'm going to give an honest review of this game and show off some renders and leaks. First, let's get to the lore. We open up with an old and torn storybook, and the title reads Spoiled Milk. After the Cup Brothers and Chalice put Chef Salt Baker in jail, they decide to celebrate, all while the devil is watching them with a crystal ball, or a portal thing he made with his pitchfork. He then says, "Those pesky cups ruined me. I just need something to get my revenge on them. But how?" Henchman then comes in with a box full of old books and trips in front of the devil. Henchman says, "Sorry, boss. I'm just talking but taking some of the old books junk out to burn in the fires." Then a strange book catches the devil's eye. He grabs it and flips through the pages. We get to see the cover, and it could say something like Ancient Curses or the Book of the Spilled. Then something catches his eye and then says, This do just a trick. This will be rid of those cups once and for all." He then stands up and starts chanting a smell. He then starts to change this because of okay, yada yada. And then cut to Cuphead, Mugman, and Chalice. And they say Mugman again. A dark demonic portal opens up and pulls Mugman in, while Cuphead and Chalice desperately try to grab him. Then we cut to Mugman in the hands of the devil, and he yells, "Cuphead, help me!" But the devil grabs his soul and recites the spell of the book, and he gets turned into the spoiled one. The devil starts saying things to him like, "They abandoned you, they left you here to rot," and Mugman slowly becomes more and more spoiled. We cut back to Cuphead and Chalice when Chalice turns into her mortal self. They look at each other in shock, and Cuphead will then say, "What just happened?" There's a long pause before the same portal that took Mugman appears. Cuphead rushed towards the portal before being shoved to the ground by Mugman. I personally do like the lore. It shakes things up a lot, but it doesn't explain the other Cupheads, like the Spoiled. Here's some examples, T-Head and the Impaler. But other than that, I really do like this shake-up. I don't have much to complain about the lore, since there isn't a lot, but I'd like to know how Miss Chalice can turn into a mortal, since they need a soul to change spots with them in the astral plane. But that's about it. I really do like the spoil mechanic. I'm really sick of Mario and Sonic games making the evil character Sonic but bigger or bulkier with red eyes. The spoil idea changes up things, as you can see with the Cuphead and Mugman's render. Mugman, who is the spoiled one, has more realistic parts, having dirt and rough edges, no nose and realistic teeth with real eyes, and longer limbs, while Cuphead keeps his perfectly clean cup too, and stays shorter with bigger eyes and his nose. I really do like this idea. It keeps thinking fresh. Also like more spoiled lore if the person inside still has control, but it's very limited. Well, it's simple. Cuphead, Miss Chalice, King Dice, Rigby, Chef Saltbaker. For the spoilers, we have Mugman and T-Head. I personally don't understand T-Head being on the first of their game's release, since I think the devil should come out with Mugman, since he did start the spoil infection. And he has a work in progress MLS with Cuphead. Cuphead, the main guy of the show and my main, since I do love playing Cuphead. He uses my favorite charm in the whole game, Whetstone. Cuphead is kind of the only survivor currently to have a moveset that we have seen. Otherwise than that, I really want this part longer, but I don't have much information. He has his finger gun that stuns and pushes the killer back, and the Whetstone will probably be a parry mechanic. Mugman, from what I have heard, Mugman has the ability to parry Cuphead's shot and throw them back at him, and other stunts. Other than that, I don't have any other info. I do have some unfinished lines, which I'll be explaining right now. All the other survivors and killers do not have a moveset or anything yet, so I cannot say anything else about it. God, this game's music is amazing in my opinion. I love Mugman's win screen. It gives the feeling of winning yet losing. Like a little bit of the real Mugman inside doesn't want to do whatever he's doing and feels all the guilt, but is powerless to stop the spoiled version of him of doing what he is doing. Here, take a listen. Next, MLSs. Cuphead has the most, being against Mugman, the Devil, and him and Chalice vs. Mugman. I'll play 20 seconds of each one. Hi, it's Editing Supersonic here. I just wanted to say practically all the songs I'm showing got randomly scrapped when I was starting to edit this video. I don't know why. Most of them are really good. Only one that wasn't scrapped was Miss Chalice's MLS. It's like late for me and I'm editing this. Okay, bye.
This match will get red hot. Now go!
Next we have Miss Chalice. I actually do kind of like this one more than Cuphead because of the intro voice lines. It's great music nonetheless. Have a listen.
You don't want to get mixed up with a gal like me. This Chalice is nothing but trouble.
Honestly, this game looks awesome. I think some models could use some improvements, like the fingers looking like hot dogs, but this game has a bright future ahead of it, in my opinion. First, it's different from not just being a Sonic or shaking copy and paste. Rather than EXEs, it's the spoiled ones, and I do love Cuphead in all its glory. And it's nice to see it becoming important again. I hope to see this game improving. Now, maybe hope to see Mugman's old design coming back. I need to make another video on this game a little bit in the future, so expect another one, maybe about my ideas. Alright.